start from the top. My name's Lief. I'm a video freelancer. I've been doing this for about 5 years, and I've done work with CNN, USA Network, Disney, doing music videos, business videos, online, commercial, and everything in between. And like you, I started from zero. That's the point of this. I want to have a chance to share some of the experiences that I've had, give some instruction and some help and some insight, and to really pursue in a way that I never got to when I was a teacher before, translating all of the stuff that I have accumulated into some kind of resource for maybe you to use. I have no formal training in video production. I scoured the internet looking for YouTube videos, tutorials, behind the scenes content, blogs, whatever I could get my hands on. Ordered books and talked to people that were in the industry already, trying to find out how to make this thing work. I knew that I wanted to work for myself, and I loved making videos. I started with scripting and writing ideas, got into interests in cameras and how to shoot things, and eventually into editing as well. And slowly I've picked up all of the tools necessary and information to successfully do a freelance business in this. It's incredible, and I love doing what I do. There's 3 principles that I tend to live by and help me to anchor myself whenever I feel like I am thinking too far into the future or something is just not right now and it feels like things are disconnected from why I have started doing this in the first place. Live, engage, inspire. By live, what I mean is I love what I do, but it's not my whole life. I want to make sure that I've built something that enables me to spend time with the people that I care about. I have 2 amazing daughters, a wife, and a dog that I love to play with and have fun with and get to go out and do stuff with without having to worry about what's the work that is falling behind or that I have to do at the time or sticking a camera in everybody's face while I'm doing it. So when I say live, I mean that. I want to be able to live in the moment with the people that I enjoy living with. Engage. What I mean is not just engaging an audience, but engaging the people around you as you're going through pre-production and planning with your clients, as you are in a production and working with actors, or you're in an interview talking with somebody and trying to get the best performance out of them that you can. What is the engagement, and how is it that you are fostering something that's making a positive culture for everybody around you? And finally, inspire. What is it that you're doing to help to inspire other creators and performers and audiences throughout your videos? This is art and business coming together. I want to find a way to not just make the money that I need to make, but also to enjoy what I'm doing in each and every project, to somehow infuse each new work with something unique, something special for me that I can really latch onto and enjoy, and it just keeps me fueled and ready for the next thing coming. That's the point of this. My hope is that there is some level of mutual growth that can happen as a part of this. As I've been doing this over the course of years, I've loved to help mentor and work with people as they've been coming up, that I see real similarities between where I've been and where I am now, to help to show you what are my techniques for lighting and audio and getting the right video and getting something in a good moment. How is it that I prepare for certain types of work? What are my pre-production calls like? How do I make editing decisions when things didn't turn out exactly how I want them to? And what do you do when production totally falls apart on you and your plans don't seem to be coming together? How can you pull things back together and still make the most out of this thing? So let's start with that. Today I have 5 things that you'll want as a video freelancer. These are things that I wish that I knew about or that I had seen somebody recommend early on, a way to help to organize the business, organize myself, and know what I needed when I got to that first shoot and getting to the next one and the next one after that. Number 1. This is going to be the basic. This is your equipment. Now, I'm not going to go into any kind of deep dive. You can look in the description below to see any links to stuff that maybe I use or some recommendations, and we'll get into more about equipment in the future. But the basics of what you're going to need. Obviously, you have to have something to shoot with. You need a camera. You also need a way to capture audio while you are in any environment that you're going to be in. You're going to need lighting because you can't always rely on the sun. And finally, you need software, an NLE that you can cut your footage together on, maybe a compositor if you want to do some graphics. You're going to need a sound licensing platform in order to get the soundtracks that you need to put into your video, or maybe some sound effects. Number 2, you need a way to share your files. This is going to be a Google Drive or Dropbox. The benefit of these two is that you can start off free and you can get fairly cheap if you really want to get more loaded and you want to build some kind of archive. But either way, you need to make sure that you can share files easily and quickly with your clients. All right, so number 3. This is one that I wish I knew about early on, and it's just not the way I think, but you need some kind of accounting and invoicing software. I personally use QuickBooks. I've heard good things about FreshBooks as well, but either way, this gives you an opportunity to easily build and send invoices out to clients, to manage who's paid and who hasn't paid, and it gives you all of your information for taxes in one place that you can either yourself take and do, or you can take to a CFA if you need to get everything sorted out and make sure that you're not owing a bunch of money at the end of the year, because as a freelancer, guess what? You haven't been paying taxes on stuff through the year. You got to find a way to do that. All right, number 4, this is a real major organization piece. You need to make sure that you have a great online calendar, whether it's whatever's built into your phone, or if it's going to be like a Google Calendar, something that can coordinate upcoming productions, phone calls, and leaves alerts and reminders for you. Just a way to keep yourself organized and not just relying on a piece of notebook paper or whatever's in your head for what's coming up. And finally, number 5, you need a good way for clients to contact you, and you need a good portfolio to show. When you have somebody looking to work with you in the future, you need to make sure that they can see a great example of what you've done, whether it's a show reel or a series of videos that you've done in the past that showcases the type of work you want to do, as well as what they're trying to get, to make sure that that relationship's going to be good. And then they need a solid way to contact you. Get a good email client and make it a very clear email address, not anything too elaborate. Just your name should do. That way that somebody knows exactly who they're getting a hold of, and it's a reliable source that seems professional. So that's it. In no way is this supposed to be a comprehensive list. There's going to be plenty of other suggestions out there of things that people say they wish they knew about, stuff that you're going to want to know about. But these 5 things for sure are something that I knew helped me to get organized and really do more than just one project at a time. It really got me ahead of myself and allowed me to make this something I could do each month and each year and continue and do the work without getting swamped or bogged down or lose track. It's really important that you have some of these basic organizational things in structure in order to be the best communicator with your client and to really build some kind of support for engaging with them in the future, and to showing them that, you're reliable, you're trustworthy. It doesn't matter how amazing your videos look and what kind of new fancy tricks in video editing that you're doing. If you can't effectively get a project done on time and communicate well with the client and get them what they're looking for, they're not going to come back. So that's the goal, is to foster relationships in this. So that actually brings me to one final thing that I like to say and that is be content. I know that there is so much out there that you can see. There are people you're following that you admire that have these amazing looks and videos and lives and stuff that you feel like that's what you want. You can get so caught up and frustrated with that. Don't. Everybody starts from nothing. This is a perfect place to be. Enjoy what you're doing. Put yourself into it. And try to learn and grow and just take one step at a time with this. You're going to get somewhere with it. Stay with it. Don't get frustrated. Be content. Enough preaching for today. Don't forget that you can find any links to things mentioned in the video in the description below, and you can leave any questions or comments if you have stuff on anything that was mentioned in here. I will be getting to several of these topics more in detail in the future. I look forward to doing this. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.